body camera footage to see what the events were that led up to that moment. Now it's out and the internal review is complete. We do want to warn you, some may find this video disturbing. For weeks, the Draper family had one question. Why? At this moment, the officer shoots the dog. Due to the sensitive nature of the video, we are not showing the full altercation, but the body camera video is providing answers. It shows the moment their dog, Honey, was shot by a Belmead police officer in their yard. And the response from the family is one they didn't expect from themselves.
It was hard to watch. I mean, it all happened so fast. You know, I can understand where the officer might have felt scared or threatened because she did run up on him out of nowhere. So it does hurt me to see that happen to her, but he's only human and everybody gets scared sometimes. So
police say an officer was investigating reports of a decaying smell when he entered a fenced yard to check the home. Police noted before the incident there weren't any posted signs about the dogs in the yard.
It's definitely been hard on us, but I just decided that, you know, everybody makes mistakes and sometimes bad things like that happen, but although we do feel like they could have handled it differently, I just had to accept the fact that I can't hold it against them. I can't like harbor anger towards them.
When we get decaying smells, normally that means there's a dead body, right?
It's got food in it.
Police Chief Sean Myatt tells me the officer was confronted by the dog and had only seconds to respond. Police and animal control took Honey to a veterinarian for treatment and she survived. The family has since filed an insurance claim with the city to cover those costs. An internal investigation found the officer followed department policy. And in a statement, Chief Myatt tells me, quote, "While we understand the emotional impact this incident has had on the family, our officers responded to what they believed could have been a serious welfare situation. We regret that the incident resulted in injury to Honey, and we recognize this was distressing for everyone involved." Now, Shayna Draper says she's sharing her story to warn other pet owners.
Normally, if you have a fenced-in yard, you would think, okay, my dogs are safe to roam around without any problem. So I just wanted people to know that things like that can happen. So anybody that has loose dogs running around, they need to definitely at least put a sign up.
Shayna tells me while Honey is doing well and recovering, she's still pretty shaken up by the incident and she just hopes that her dog will go back to normal soon. We'll have more information from police and the body camera footage in this article on our website, KXXV.com. In Belmead, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Bella Papaduke.
Good morning, Central Texas. Okay, let's take a look at these headlines. We're waking up to this nice, mild morning, and we've got a little bit of a breeze out there. That breeze is going to continue through the afternoon, and then we've got an actual cold front that's going to be arriving later tomorrow. What's that going to do for us? It's not going to bring us the much-needed rain that we really want, but it will drop the temperatures, at least for one day on Saturday, and make Saturday a little bit cooler, and then we start to warm back up. Let's talk about the breeze that we're going to have. So right now we've got a southerly flow helping in push in that warmer air, and we are looking at winds, you know, between 15 to 25 miles per hour. And as you can see, the northwest quadrant of Central Texas is going to be a little bit breezier than the Brazos today, but the Brazos still pulling in winds of about 15 miles per hour. Let's talk about the fire danger. Obviously, the hot spot here, the extreme area, is the Panhandle, and then Lubbock north to Amarillo, even El Paso, you can see in red here. We're a little bit better as we move to the east, and most of our area is in the moderate category, still elevated, so keep that in mind. Even though we're looking at the blue here, it's not green and it's not gone, so we still have an opportunity, a moderate opportunity for fires to spread very quickly. Plus, it's breezy today. Very warm right here in the Gatesville area, and then the rest of it we're looking at high propensity pretty much west of I-75, where it's drier over there on that side of Central West Texas. This afternoon, temperatures are going to climb. We'll be in the 70s by 10 a.m. Sun will start to come out. We'll see more sunshine a little bit later than we will with the clouds. We'll still have some cloud coverage, but more sunshine this afternoon. By noon, we should be mostly sunny. We'll be at about 78. It is going to be very warm today. Are you sneezing? Because I have been sneezing lately, and I woke up to a nice little light layer of pollen on my white car. That was fun to see. So the sneeze cast, we've got some high pollen out there. It is spring, my friends. weekend, so it's just something we're going to have to deal with. High temperatures the next 7 days here, so we're looking at a high of 84 on Friday. The front's going to come in a little bit later. We'll have more clouds, and then look at the temperature drop. Okay, so then we'll be at 71, so that'll be nice. We'll wake up in the 50s, and we'll be at 71 for Saturday, and then we'll wake up in the 50s again on Sunday. We'll climb back up to 83. We'll warm back up, and then we have another opportunity for rain to come in, and that's going to be later in the week. I'll have more on that in the 10-day forecast coming up.
Shaping the future. I'm Ezekiel Ramirez, your neighborhood reporter in Robertson County. I'll detail the role some of our neighbors are playing to help decide the future of one of our local communities.
Making headlines this morning, free high-speed Wi-Fi is now available at one of Waco's biggest gathering spots. Visitors at Bridge Street Plaza can now stay connected, browse online easily, and vendors can process payments seamlessly. The city says more areas around town will soon have Wi-Fi upgrades, including the Steam Center.
I'm Ezekiel Ramirez, your neighborhood reporter in Robertson County. What changes do you want to see in your city? That's the question being asked to people living in Calvert, giving them the chance to share their thoughts on what needs to change to improve the future of our community. Neighbors in Calvert packed the community center Monday night to discuss a new 10-year plan for the city. The city recently received a state grant to help identify long-term needs. Residents say top priorities include improving infrastructure, better drainage, walkability, and fixing roads that are too damaged to use. But neighbors tell me real change starts with showing up and speaking out.
You know, we want to be a livable place with services, and you know, that provides what folks want in their community. It's a great little town. We have a lovely quality of life, and we're just looking forward to enhancing that.
GrantWorks tells me this is just the first of several town hall meetings. They plan to continue to work with the community to help shape its future. Reporting in Robertson County, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Ezekiel Ramirez.
Thanks, Zeke. Stay with us. After the break, we'll show you all the crazy new foods you can find at the ballparks today for the MLB's opening day. Major League Baseball's opening day is here. That means warm nights in the ballpark. But these days, your food choices go well beyond hot dogs and peanuts. Check out some of these new tasty treats and foods at parks across the country. The Cubs have a new chicken and churros plate, and Arizona Diamondback fans can get a salted caramel milkshake that has Kit Kats and Cracker Jacks on it. That's ballpark theme, right?
Kit Kats and Cracker Jacks.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't know, but I'm a fan of like traditional. I'll go for the hot dogs and the nachos. Yes. What about you?
Well, the churro looked really good on there. I think that was that Cleveland, the Cubs?
Yep.
I love ballpark food just because it reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of my dad taking us to baseball games.
Yes.
Me and my brother, watching my brothers play baseball. I played soccer. But I wish they would really bring in funnel cake. Personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop. That is my favorite food. When I go to carnivals or the fair or anything like that, that is what I'm getting.
Yeah,
I mean, my family knows all too well that I'll finish that plate.
Couple fried Oreos out there, by third base, a heart attack waiting to happen. I'm all for it.
Yes. Why can't these foods be healthy? I could eat them all day long.
Yeah, I'm just not going to order a salad at the baseball park.
No, absolutely not. Okay, well, what's the weather looking like today, Leslie?
Oh, very warm, very breezy. It would be a great day to go watch a game. I know the Astros are playing out over in Houston. But I tell you what, folks, if you want to get out today, if you do have the day off, we got a little bit of cloud coverage in the morning, but then we're going to have, as we move through the day, clearer skies, breezy conditions, and warm weather. Let's talk about the future track, because we do have a cold front coming in on Friday. It's going to come in. You can kind of see light green in the area. The opportunity for rain is so slim, so we may see some sprinkles in there, but really it's going to be drier with more cloud coverage as we look at this. What this front is going to do, though, is it's going to drop the temperatures and clear things out for the weekend. Then, as we move into the middle of the week, we have an opportunity for a system to come through. Now, we're still watching these models because they're changing and it's still a little bit out, and we're in a drought, of course, but we're looking at that next week, a better opportunity for some rain. Let's talk about the 10-day forecast. A high of 86 today, Friday 84. Cold front comes in, drops us to 71. It's going to feel like spring for just a moment on Saturday, and we warm back up Sunday in the 80s, and then an opportunity next week for a little bit of rain as we look at the Brazos Valley here. 87, that's the high for today and plan for tomorrow. The cold front's not going to affect the temperatures as much in the Brazos. The high will be 74 Saturday.
Ready to serve. In Fort Hood, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Mariah Williams. I'll tell you what youth have to say as they consider serving in the military during the time of international conflict.
Airport anxiety. I'm Alexa Conroy reporting in your neighborhood of Waco. With nationwide TSA delays, I'll share how the Waco Regional Airport is preparing.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Thanks for staying with us on Good Morning Texas. I'm Allison Hill filling in for Sharday. We have more top stories for you this half hour, including a live update on if Waco Regional Airport is at risk of shutting down. But first, here's a live look outside Houston's Bush Intercontinental Airport. And as you can see, this is one of the hardest hit airports during this partial shutdown. Right now, all travelers flying are being told to arrive at 3 hours or more before their flight, with lines all the way down to the streets. We'll tell you what the mayor has to say in just a few moments. But first, let's get to the Weather Center to find out what's happening today. Good morning, Leslie. What do our neighbors need to know heading out the door?
I tell you what, you need to know to bring your allergy medicine, okay? We've got a lot of pollen out there. The pollen count is high. It's spring. We know we have to deal with this. But I did come out to a little layer yesterday on my car, and I was like, and I've been sneezing. We've been sneezing in the studio, too. But I tell you what, the visibility looks pretty good. A few days ago, we had some fog. That was pretty intense in the Brazos Valley. Got a little bit creeping in here in the southern area, but overall, we're looking very good. It's a little bit of fog, but still 6 miles visibility about here in Hamilton, 3.5 in Goldthwaite. That is still very good as far as driving. It basically, you just see it out there, but it's not affecting your drive. So that's some good news. Current dew points are in the low 60s. The temperatures are higher than that, you can see, and so they need to be in line with each other to produce that fog. So 68 in Marlin, Temple 69. We're at 70 degrees. In Georgetown, Goldthwaite, we're at 66. 68 Corsicana as we move along to Brazos Valley. 68 Bryan College Station. 66 in Caldwell. Let's talk about the UV index now. So it is going to be at about an 8 today. So you just want to be sure, even though we'll have a cloud coverage in the morning, but when we get into the afternoon, we'll have more sunshine out there. And some headlines for you. Breezy and warm today. Cold front comes in. We'll drop the temperature for Saturday. Not really looking at any rain, but we are looking at cooler temperatures on Saturday for one day.
All right, Leslie, thank you. Well, now back to our big story as the partial government shutdown is hitting TSA hard, and it's now reached 40 days. Right now, airports across the country are seeing lines in some places over 4 hours long, with TSA agents going another week without pay. So how are smaller airports like Waco Regional handling the travel chaos? Our neighborhood reporter Alexa Conroy is live from the terminal to find out. Alexa, if neighbors have a flight coming up soon at Waco Regional, what do they need to be watching for?
Well, good morning, Allison. They are completely in the clear for now. I spoke with airport manager James Harris, and he told me Waco Regional Airport is doing okay, but he wants you to stay prepared.
No, the sooner they get it over with, the better for all travelers.
For a lot of us, that frustration is growing as the partial government shutdown continues to create uncertainty. Now, the acting head of the TSA says smaller airports at risk of a complete shutdown.
I'm glad that I'm flying out of Waco since it's a small airport, but I know some of my colleagues who are flying home are really worried about the long lines. I'm hoping it doesn't affect me too much. I just wish that they would figure out how to pay people so they can go back to work. I feel for the TSA agents.
While larger airports may see delays, operations at Waco Regional remain steady.
There's always a potential for the airlines to start cutting back on our flights. We're just keeping in contact with the airlines, making sure that we're handling everything we need to handle here to keep the airport running as best as possible.
Airport manager James Harris tells me even though Waco is running smoothly, passengers should still do their research and plan accordingly.
I don't want to say we're in the clear. We haven't seen a major impact yet. The longer it goes on, the more risk of impacting us.
Now, I'm definitely checking those TSA times as I'm flying out of Dallas this afternoon, so continue to do your research and check those TSA times before you leave your house today. Allison?
Yeah, getting there earlier than you think is probably your best bet. Alexa, thank you.
And as we showed you at the top of the show, Houston's Bush Intercontinental Airport continues to see some of the worst wait times in the country. And this is video from yesterday morning as many passengers have had to miss their flights. Here's what Houston Mayor John Whitmire had to say about the historic wait times across the city.
From my legislative experience, I would tell everybody to get in a room, all the stakeholders, the parties, and don't come out until you have a solution. We cannot continue to have people waiting 4 and 5 hours. If it was a city issue, it would get resolved.
ICE agents deployed to Bush Airport are helping travelers stay hydrated, providing water while they wait in line. Yesterday was the third day ICE agents were sent to airports to assist with TSA staff shortages. And of course, we'll continue to follow the airport travel chaos across Texas, both on air and online. Scan that QR code if you would like to read some of our previous coverage. Now to the latest at Fort Hood, where the Army is hoping to increase recruitment, raising the top age to enlist to 42. And for the past few days, thousands of Texas high school students have been getting a taste of a career with the military. Our Mariah Williams was there at Fort Hood talking with some of the students to learn why they're interested in enlisting and what type of training they've been going through. Take a look.
I'm your neighborhood reporter, Mariah Williams. I'm at Fort Hood, where students from Central Texas and around the state are taking a deep dive into the Army experience. But this recruitment push is happening at the same time a war is happening in the Middle East. So I asked the students, how do they feel during an international conflict? The basic training challenge opening the eyes of students to the reality of how the military prepares our soldiers to defend our country. Rael Stewart knew he wanted to join the military while growing up watching his dad serve in the Marines, a dream he tells me he still wants to pursue despite the potential of war.
Everybody makes a choice, and I made the choice of doing what I want to do. It gives you the drive to, I could be something, I could complete something, I could do something, I can finally put not only myself out there, but my whole team, my platoon, whoever I'm with.
Students also say outside of building their respective athletics teams, they also found a new perspective of respect for our men and women in uniform. At Fort Hood, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Mariah Williams.
Thanks, Mariah. According to the Department of War, the Armed Forces saw a surge of recruitment in fiscal year 2025, saying it was its best numbers in 15 years. The department says the 5 service branches also collectively accomplished their mission with an average completion rate of 103%.
I'm John Matarese. Millions of Americans who work hourly are looking forward to the no tax on overtime rule. But I'll show you why you may not be getting as much money back as you were expecting.
As the tax filing season continues, some workers are struggling with the new overtime tax rule this year. Scripps News Group consumer reporter John Matarese explains why no tax on overtime isn't all it seems, so you don't waste your money.
Work overtime, keep more money. That's the idea behind the no tax on overtime rule. But before you start planning on what to do with all that extra money, know that the reality is a bit more complicated.
To what? Spread a lot of lime.
Alan West, an hourly worker at a family-owned trucking firm, was thrilled to hear his overtime may not be taxed.
No tax on overtime. A lot more money in my pocket.
2023 Western Star.
Owner Tom Pitzer was excited too.
$20 an hour, and then for time and a half you would get another 10.
But bookkeeper Jenny Pitzer discovered it's not so simple.
At first, were they surprised by this?
Oh yeah, they just kind of believed that, oh, we're going to bank all this overtime and get it tax-free.
Mark Stieber, chief tax officer with Jackson Hewitt, says the no tax on overtime rule is proving to be a frequently asked question, since the deduction applies only to the premium portion of overtime pay.
The rate differential between your regular time and the overtime, that's tax-free, up to $12,500 of it per person.
If your regular pay is $20 an hour and overtime pay is $30 an hour, the tax break applies to that extra $10, not the full $30. As the IRS puts it, the half portion of time and a half. Overtime pay is still subject to payroll taxes and possible state and local taxes. If you're eligible,
you certainly don't want to be one of those people at the last minute finding out you're sitting on a nice big $10,000, $20,000 deduction, then scrambling to find that data.
West was disappointed, but knows to read the fine print.
Wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be, but it's still better than nothing for sure.
Figure out what you earned in overtime last year so you don't waste your money. John Mattery, Scripps News Group.
Good morning, Central Texas. Waking up to a mild morning, pretty much in the mid to upper 60s around the area. Those temperatures are going to rise. And as we look at the radar, over the last few hours, we have had some cloud coverage coming in from the south, but that is going to eventually move out, and we'll see more sunshine as we get into later in the day. We still have the high pressure here. This moved a little bit to the east here and is keeping things dominant and clear for the most part. To the north of it, you can see precipitation over in Montana and even up in Nebraska and even heading into Minnesota. Pretty cool up there, but overall we're looking at more spring-like conditions to the north of us, and it feels a little bit more like summer here to the south. But our winds are kicking up. We do have a developing front over in the plains, and the pressure gradient is tightening. We're seeing winds coming in from the south, and they're about 15 to 20 miles per hour, maybe a little bit more as we move through the day. The northwestern side of Central Texas will be a little bit breezier than the Brazos Valley as we move through the day. Brazos Valley looking at about 15 mile per hour sustained winds. So breezy and very warm. We'll be back up into the upper 80s. Let's talk about the fire danger. Obviously, the big threat up here in the Panhandle, Amarillo, Lubbock, and even portions a little bit outside of El Paso. As we move to the center and to the east, we get a little bit better, so I'll zoom in. But most of our areas in the moderate category, if we're if we're east of I-35, west of I-35, then we've got some areas, especially Coryell, Gatesville area, very high, and the rest of it in a high. But remember, we've got very warm temperatures, very dry conditions, especially west of I-35, and then we've also got those breezier conditions today. So that obviously will elevate that fire threat. Let's talk about the future track. So we know that we have this front coming in. Usually a front, it's going to try to give you some rain, but most of that rain is going to stay to the north. We can't rule out some sprinkles, but really what the front is going to do is going to drop the temperatures for a day. So as we look here, Friday to Saturday, you can see not a lot of potential for rain. Then as we get into next week, then we have a better opportunity. Still a lot to be seen before we know, but we do have an opportunity for some rain.